Draw it away from us. We should be able to provide fire support.
Great job, Sam. The only reason we're still alive is because you were here to save us. Come back to the ship. You've earned yourself a rest. Good morning, Sam. I understand that your room didn't suffer any major damage. Unfortunately, the rest of the DH Magellan wasn't so lucky. The ship is unable to travel in its current state, but Tarman's doing his best to get us back in action. I'm about to leave to pick up some supplies for repairs. When you're ready to head out, I suggest you head to the bridge and get Tarman to brief you on the situation. Afterwards, check the ship's delivery terminal to find out which part of the continent you'll need to link up next. The show must go on, after all.
How's everything looking?
We'll be able to repair the plating and the propulsion system using chiral printed parts. Fragile's team will pick up any additional materials that are necessary. The nav console I use to read the tower currents isn't broken. I just need a little more time to restore the connection with my hand. Won't be much longer now.
Tarman.
He came to visit me in my room.
Thank you. Oh, I see you're holding hands now, eh? Hands allow us to connect. Form bonds.
You think you'll ever find your missing hand?
Now that's a bond I doubt will ever be broken.
Looks like we're good to go.
We'll see you later.
Stay safe out there.
Are you excited to head out? So excited. She's here.
Oh, there's Fragile.
Okay. Let's get going.
Hey, be safe out there.
Thank you.
What if you run into trouble on the way?
We'll be fine. Remember, you're talking to the former head of Fragile Express.
You two be all right?
We all have dooms. No need to worry about us.
And we're tougher than you, too.
Right. So watch yourself out there.
Take care of each other.
Sam, although everyone's hard at work repairing the DHV Magellan, it will unfortunately be some time before we can travel again. Nevertheless, putting our plans on hold is out of the question. We must continue to press on. Extending the chiral network remains our priority. Your next objective is to link up South Fort Knot. Though you'll need to get another site online before that will be possible. And unlike before, the DHV Magellan will be unable to advance to your position after you've expanded coverage. And during this period, you'll need to operate without our support. Fragile, Rainy, and Tomorrow are gone procuring materials for repairs. And Tarman has his hands full tending to the ship. He'd also like to improve the ship's arsenal, as a precautionary measure. And bringing South Fort Knot into the chiral network will be necessary to do that. I say this to reassure you that the whole team is committed to getting the ship back up and running, and that we mean to join you as soon as we can. It's just gonna take us a little while, that's all. For now, head to the Phantom Smith shelter and put him on the grid. The associated main order can be accessed via this delivery terminal.
Well done, Sam. That's the last of the cargo. Let's head to our destination and make the delivery.
Sam, your cargo has suffered catastrophic damage. You can't complete the order.
is the thing with feathers that perches on the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. Hope.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
Hey. Good morning. Hey.
That was
Yeah!
Good evening, Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the
Hey. No issues with this delivery's condition. Thanks. I needed that peace of mind. There's no denying.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Seems that and if you bring them onto the yours and be so good.
Sam, apologies for the sudden call. Once again, I'm contacting you via our dedicated private line. No one else will be able to listen in on our conversation. I'll get to the point. Has Charlie ever behaved in a manner you felt was suspicious? I ask because his credibility, as routinely calculated by APAS, appears to have dropped sharply. Despite attempting to confirm his credentials via the UCA's National ID Registry, it does not appear anyone has ever actually met the man. It may well be the case that he does not even exist. A ghost, so to speak. I can only hope that my suspicions are unfounded. For now, Sam, proceed to South Fort Knot and put it on the chiral network as planned. It is imperative that we improve the DHV Magellan's capabilities to better contend with Higgs and his forces. And the sooner we connect all of Australia to the network, the better. When you are ready to proceed, you can pick up your next main order from the delivery terminal at this facility.
order completed. Well done.
Unable to... Updating information.
Order accepted. Thank you.
I'll see you around.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Wowzer!
Nice.
Construction process now complete.
Snagged it. Look, that one.
Sam. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Examination in progress. No anomalies detected. Welcome, Sam.
Well, hazardous materials notwithstanding, I see you at one moment. Marvelous. This is in absolutely impeccable condition. Well, now, I'm on the cusp of...
Now display your current order grade.
This should enable me. Oh, yes. So, you can...
Sam, it's me.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
Just like old times.
Where are we?
This place does wonders for my mood. The repairs to the DHV Magellan are still ongoing, so I thought to return here and see if I couldn't make progress with our Lou investigation.
Learn anything new?
Well, at the Motherhood's facility, we managed to confirm that Lou's original serial number was none other than BB00. And this is what I found when I attempted to search for associated records. To build the chiral network, 9 sacrificial BBs were prepared. However, the network's original design required only 1. A single sacrificial BB unit, facilitating chiral communications across the entire North American continent. This approach called for what was dubbed a core bridge baby, and BB00 was a lucky candidate assigned to play this role. However, Bridges subsequently abandoned the idea, their tests having failed to yield the desired results. And so it was that the model requiring multiple sacrificial BBs was ultimately adopted.
Meanwhile, Lou was placed into storage for an extended period, and for reasons yet unknown, inherited the identity of BB-28.
Records indicate that the Bridges research team was responsible for the reclassification.
Were they trying to cover up the earlier experiments by falsifying Lou's production year, perhaps? Or did Bridges have some other hidden agenda?
I'm afraid that remains unclear.
Well, we now know Lou was born 11 years ago. There may very well have been a connection with Neil.
You know, my fondness for this place isn't wholly nostalgic. It has the most delightful hot springs, you see. Though, truth be told, even they aren't my favorite thing about it. If you can find the time, you should come visit. give the old bones a soak.
Oh, a warm bath does sound good.
Perfect treat for a weary traveler. Anyway, I'll see you aboard the Magellan.
Do you read me, Sam? This is Tarman. I've relocated my hand at last, out there on the currents, bobbing along like before. Now that our connection has been re-established, I should finally be in a position to wrap up repairs on the ship. But that won't be enough for what's coming. We need to improve our weaponry as well. South Fort Knot is home to an exceptional researcher. It so happens that they were instrumental in the construction of this fine vessel, and they're preparing the latest and greatest weapons for our use as we speak. Just a few more hurdles, Sam. Access the South Fort Knot delivery terminal and take care of the main order for me.
I dare say Tomorrow may have mastered her unique abilities. She can complete the apple aging exercise flawlessly and with remarkable consistency. It's been a boon for her confidence, and I am ever so happy for her, as I'm sure you are as well.
You're the father.
Departing facility.
Hello. I finished preparing you.
Sam, you'll forgive me for using our private line again. I did a deep dive into the DHV. What the? This. Of course, it now. If everything. As all.
Your service in transporting this cargo is appreciated. The delivery will be assigned to another porter.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Sam, it's Deadman. Hartman is away on the beach, so I've taken the liberty of borrowing his Ha again in his absence. I've also been making use of my own time on the beach to scour the UCA database for answers about BB-00. As I told you before, it's much easier to get around their security from here. We previously thought that BB-00 was placed into storage and reclassified as BB-28, and that this was done by Bridges to conceal the existence of the Corbridge baby program from the public. However, it turns out that information was falsified, and now we know what really happened. Bridges intended to decommission and dispose of BB-00, but someone intervened behind the scenes. They ensured that BB-00 was spared and sent to a storage facility where it received the BB-28 serial number. Per the official records, however, BB-00 was decommissioned, and Bridges had no reason to believe otherwise. So, who do you think was behind this deception? Well, I determined which account was used to manipulate the BB records. It was registered to a Bridges member with the highest level access permissions. As you may have guessed, Sam, it was the leader of the first expedition, Amelie. And she did it all just to protect Lou.
It was Amelie. I can't believe she went to such lengths. It was thanks to her that you could even meet Lou in the first place then.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Gotcha. I'm making up my mind to not decide. You're living up to
Welcome back, Sam. Just... Struth, Sam. This cargo's in flawless condition. You're in a class of your own.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
We'll prep the... Anything?
Sam, you to put up it for now.
Now, we won't be able to proceed with our plans until they're out of commission.